6 years, 4 months, and 13 days, I believe.
6 years, 14 months, 13 days. For most college students, that might be the amount of time it took to earn their degree. For Eastern Illinois junior wide receiver Jeremy Rykard, that is the amount of time he spent in the United States Marine Corps, including nearly 3 years in the combat theater in Iraq. To understand Rykard's long journey, you have to rewind nearly 10 years when he was a freshman at Southern Illinois Carbondale, and the events surrounding 9/11 had an effect on the recent graduate of O'Fallon High School.
10 years ago, I was a freshman at Southern Illinois University Carbondale. I had an 8 a.m. class that morning, and I woke up to, you could hear people talking about it in the hallways, our class had been canceled. So you turn on TV, see what's going on, you see what's going on, and it's kind of a shock to see what's going on. And as the day went on, as the week went on, you see the Marine Corps recruiters, the Air Force recruiters coming to pick their boys up and ship them off. So, I mean, at that time I was young, so school-wise I was very irresponsible. So that prompted me to take another direction in life. And I was a military brat. My father was in the Air Force for 25 years, so that seemed like the best decision to make, even knowing that the decision was ultimately going to end you up in Iraq. But it was the best decision for me to make at the time, and it really turned me into the person I am now.
They fake a handoff, quick pass caught out there by Rykard again at the 30. Weaves his way up to the 33 before he got pushed back. So about a 2-yard gain, 3 straight passes to Rykard.
So with his life on a different path than his fellow classmates, Rykard nearly gave up on his love of playing football. He played throughout his military career, and near the end of his final tour of duty, he had the opportunity to impress a junior college coach in California.
I played football throughout my whole Marine Corps career. And when I played on the East Coast, it wasn't really that big on the East Coast, so I really didn't hear anything out there. But when I transferred to California, I was playing out there. I played out there for 2 years, and last year I was there. Last year I was there, made last 3 games. I was about to get out. I was going to come back to Illinois and probably walk on at Southern Illinois. And the coach said before a game, he's like, "There's a junior college coach out here to see you. So we're gonna try to get you the ball," and that was that. So they seen me play that game. They talked to me afterwards, and I ended up staying out there for the school. So
Rykard played 2 seasons at San Jacinto Junior College as a very capable receiver, making 21 catches as a sophomore with a pair of touchdowns. But despite a solid 2-year stint, the college recruiters were not exactly knocking down the doors to make him an offer.
after my time was over at junior college, I was a mid-year guy, so I was an early guy. So at the time, wasn't a lot of people calling the phones and this and that. There was a couple of D3 schools, a couple of D2 schools. They were all out of state, and they all, D2 and D3, they don't offer a lot of scholarships. So I was gonna have to pay for a majority of my school. So at that time, I was just gonna go to another community college home in St. Louis and just wait until the semester ended and see what happened, what they had heard. And I found out that another one of my guy friends at San Jacinto ended up getting recruited by Eastern. So he said, "Send your tape to Eastern, see what they say." That's what I did.
Seeing that tape opened up the opportunity for Rykard not only to attend school closer to home, but also to play Division I football at a state school.
He sent us an email because we had signed Eric Varela out of his junior college that he went to, and sent us an email, and he's actually from O'Fallon originally, and we saw that he was pretty good on the film and said, what do we have to lose? He wants to walk on here, he looks like a good player.
So with the military paying for his school, Rykard paid his room and board for the spring semester. A young man with a world of experiences, Rykard brought something to the team that wide receivers coach Mike Lynch thought the team was truly missing.
Well, when you come in to our group as a 28-year-old veteran, you're going to bring a lot to the table. He's seen things that none of us have seen. He's seen things obviously none of the players have seen. And then us coaches, we haven't seen that either. I mean, as far as him serving time and fighting in wars and hand-to-hand combat, he's been involved with some situations that are very stressful. And with him coming here playing football now, he brings a maturity to the team and to the group.
That maturity level paid off for Rykard during the spring and summer, as he earned a scholarship from EIU to cover his room and board. His work ethic also brought him the opportunity to start in the Panthers' opening game against Illinois State.
That was an experience. I mean, you play high school football, or you play football from as a little kid with dreams of playing at a big school one day. And my dream took a little bit longer of a road, but to be able to play at a D1 university, that's a dream of mine. So even if I hadn't started the game, just to be on the team and be there. There's a lot of guys that play the game that will never, ever make it here to this stage. So that was an experience, a very fun game for me.
That path and how fortunate he has been with his life was even more so evident as the Panthers played at Northwestern on the eve of 9/11.
For me, the game itself took a back seat. I've had a lot of friends in the military, some that are still with us, some that are not. So for me, it was a day to reflect on why I did what I did, why I went to the military, and why we hold that day so valuable to us right now. So for me, it was an experience, one, because I got to play a team that you see play on TV all the time. And just the atmosphere, just a whole different atmosphere. You have the red, white, and blue end. You had all the things going on that day. So for me, the experience of football was kind of took a backseat just to remembering why we do what we do.
Now with his military life behind him, Rykard can focus on being not just the older guy on the team, but a contributing member to what many believe may be a special season as he blends in with a group of wild spirits at the wide receiver position.
The group itself is a good group of kids. So for me, I let them do what they're going to do, because I remember when I was 21, 22. I remember I like to have fun, I like to goof around, but there was always a time for that and a time for it to be focused and do what you got to do. And when I was 21, I didn't realize it was always fun. So I just try to tell them, like, yeah, it's all right to have fun and do this and do that, but it comes a time where we gotta hunker down and we gotta focus on what we gotta do. And after we finish what we gotta do, we can go back to having fun. So they taught me how to live a little bit. Now that I'm older, it's kind of, I don't want to be the old guy on the team, they're always serious. So they taught me how to have a little fun.